Unmute.
I am now unmuted. Well, hello, everyone. I put three links, three notes in one in the chat. One is where the link to the Global Open Mic, as I call it, which was what Patricia was talking about, and then a link to the Facebook page for Sacred's Open Mic, and then my email in case anybody needs that. I thought by this time, the word would get out, and it's percolating slowly. But, I'm looking for people to tell people to contact me so I can put their open mics on. And it's a slow process. I am going, has anybody talked about horrible things yet? Have we gone to horrible things yet? Okay, good. Then I'll do a horrible thing. All right. Let me get this up here. I'm looking at this other computer. This poem was written not so long ago, and in response to just the news of the last century. Go back 80 years. And all right, let me see if this is the whole thing. All right, okay, so here we go. Oh no, that's not it. Dang it. Oh, darn it. Oh, all right, I'm going to do something different here. All right, so I can't find the one I wanted, but this has women's issues in it in the third part. It's three parts or four small, and they all have to do with the word leverage. That was the prompt I believe I was given, and it goes like this. Part one, leverage. Look up its root, lever. This harkens to Old English, from the Old French, from the Latin levare, related to levis, thence to the Greek elakis, and from there to the Levant, the Tigris Euphrates, which in turn leads to the Caucasus, the steppes of Asia, where Sanskrit has it as laghu, a descendant of its forebears in the Indo-European tongues native to the regions of the greater vast East. The sound has been handed down, evolved with humanity, came to terms with it. It formed and informed our concept, framed perspectives, and so it is that ancient sound which calls to us even today from the very root of our tongues, where the term leverage, remade by the powers that be, codified into law and language, became as the crowned heads defined it, and in so doing they defined us, and it is no longer an overlooked innocent word referring to a simple mechanical advantage. It now means something ominous. One, power over people, especially something that gives an advantage but is not referred to openly. Two, the borrowing of money to purchase a company, relying on it then to make profit enough to cover the interest payable on the loan. Part two. I also have a take. It's more personal. Anytime you make a choice, saying yes to that simple moment expands as leverage to include all your affirmation requires of you, of it. No matter if it's just giving directions to a stranger whose life may then be altered profoundly, unbeknownst to you. It could be the accepting or proffering of a proposal during a profound moment on a beautiful day when the two of you will never forget because of the children born out of that, and how then looking on at them as decades flicker by, as dusty family antiques lose meaning unto the generations. And it may be more still, a poet's call out to the boundless deep of infinity and eternity to affect the temporal, the immediate, the intimate. Part three, leverage. It applies personally. There was an ER doctor working to save lives, a heroic figure in the Big Apple's struggle against a roaming death. She sweated through her gowns, made masks, improvised tech, had her forehead swiped, would slump into a chair, heave a sigh, and doze dizzy when she had to, catch some winks, but would revive to bells or announcements, plunge onward past exhaustion for hours, shifts on end. She went back, she worked it, brought it, gave it until, After being told to rest, take it easy, she found she could not dismiss the dire disaster, quiet her concerns, let go, let God, take a break. So she was ordered to leave off, escorted out, taken home to rest. She who had brought back breath, massaged hearts into movement, wrapped bandages, told tearful truths with compassion to those who did not, could not bear to hear the expected bad news. The idea that she, one of the few who did so much for so many and to whom we are indebted, could not bear leaving off, finally gave up, gave out, drew the curtain and closed her life, left us wondering why there was not enough time, not enough health, no shoulder for her to cry on, no outreach arms for a hug, hand to hold hers, no one to daub her tears or lips to tell her all those things she needed to hear before she made her choice and was taken away. Part 4. One more thing. Leverage can be an impersonal term as well. For instance, why do we let one con man, obsessively, compulsively ignorant, say so much to so many, do so much damage, cost so many lives in so short a time? In so short a time. Word up on today's word. Leverage.
Thank you.
Thank you.